dire, en fait, c'est plus important que j'ai pensé. Mon discours est un peu court, donc peut-être je vais essayer de l'aider à traduire après.
Well, I mean, I had to look at my face, very large, which was extremely irritating.
Voilà, il fallait que je voie ma tête très grande, qui était assez énervant.
And plus, last time I did anything like this, I told a lot of jokes, and I realized that humor does not always translate.
Et voilà, la dernière fois, j'ai fait ce genre de truc, j'ai raconté beaucoup de blagues, et je me suis rendu compte que l'humour ne traduit pas toujours.
So I wrote a speech which now I think is way too serious, but you're very lucky because it's short.
Donc j'ai écrit un discours qui est trop sérieux, mais vous avez de la chance parce qu'il est très court.
All right, I guess I got to say this. I'll try my speech and hopefully it won't be too boring.
Bon, il va faire son discours, il espère que c'est pas trop ennuyeux.
Let me say, before I read this very turgid and boring speech,
donc avant que je lis mon discours qui est très sec et ennuyeux,
let me just say I would be nowhere without this country.
Laissez-moi vous dire, je serai nulle part sans ce pays.
That's the truth. You know, I've had a love affair with this country for a very long time now, and I didn't expect it. I remember coming here. Do I have to read this? I don't.
No, just go.
Okay, I didn't know you would be standing here translating this. I had to text and I had to read.
It's faster that way.
I remember coming here in 1994 under great duress. By the way, you stop me when you need to translate.
Donc je me souviens, je suis déjà venue ici en 1994, I said 1914, okay. 1994, à un moment assez compliqué.
See, I'm going to wind up talking longer than I thought.
Yeah.
Because I had just come from Venice, the Venice Film Festival, and it was the first time I'd ever shown anything I made publicly. It was my first film. I was 24 years old. It was called Little Odessa, and I was sitting in the official screening in Venice.
Voilà, parce qu'en fait, j'arrivais ici de Venise, où j'avais vraiment montré mon film, Little Odessa, en fait, aucun film pour la toute première fois de ma vie. Et donc voilà, j'avais montré ce film dans une toute petite salle de projection à Venise.
And I asked the Italian distributor, I said, how shall I dress? And he said, oh, il se vede casual, the jeans, t-shirt, is okay.
Voilà, donc j'ai demandé à mon distributeur italien comment je devais m'habiller. Il me disait, avec l'accent italien, ah oui, juste avec un jean et un t-shirt, ça passe.
I always thought I was smarter than everybody else, so I dressed in black tie.
Oh.
I was the only person in tuxedo, and everyone thought I was the waiter, and they started giving me drink orders.
Mais voilà. Si vous l'avez pas compris, il disait, moi j'ai toujours pensé que j'étais plus intelligent que tout le reste du monde. En fait, donc je me suis habillée en smoking, sauf que tout le monde a pensé que j'étais le serveur. Ils ont commencé à me demander ce qu'ils voulaient boire.
And I remember during the film, I was sitting next to Maximilian Schell, who was in the movie, and he was seeing it for the first time, and he kept saying, I don't like the film. The film is very bad. I don't like it.
Ça, je ne le ferai jamais. Mais il disait, j'étais assise à côté de l'acteur Maximilian Schell qui avait vu le film aussi pour la toute première fois, et justement pendant la projection, il me disait, je n'aime pas le film.
And I remember my producer saying, after the movie finished, it was like...
Et mon producteur disait qu'après que le film a fini, les gens applaudissaient comme...
So, I left Venice. My producer said, you're not going to win anything at all.
Donc j'ai quitté Venise parce que mon producteur britannique disait, ah, vous n'allez rien gagner de tout, c'est sûr.
So I came here.
Ah, donc je suis venue ici.
And I couldn't believe it. People actually liked the work.
Ah, et je n'arrivais pas à le croire. Les gens ici ont bien aimé le film.
And I wondered, what is wrong with Deauville? What is wrong with French people?
Et je me suis dit, mais ils sont un peu, les gens de Deauville et de la France. Quel est leur problème?
So I fell in love with you then. That's not true. I had been in love with France before that, but it's a good story.
Voilà, donc du coup il a dit, et c'est à ce moment-là que je suis tombée amoureuse de la France, mais ce n'est pas vrai, en fait je suis amoureuse de la France depuis bien longtemps avant, mais c'est une bonne histoire.
I'll read a little bit.
Okay.
I'll read a little bit.
Il va lire
I'm almost done, I promise.
Voilà, j'ai
I'm
presque
almost done.
fini.
I know you have a movie to watch.
Oui, je sais que
Okay.
vous avez un film à regarder après moi.
Here's the serious part.
Voilà.
Do you need to
Partie.
translate simultaneously? Or do
No,
you
it
have
should,
the text?
if they should find it, where are you?
Here we go. Now that I have begun, here we go. It sounds so stiff now.
Okay.
I'll paraphrase it.
That's okay, there's subtitles.
I'll paraphrase it.
Ok, il va faire une version courte, mais il y a
It's
des
just-
il y a des subtitres quand même.
It's very weird because the last time I came here was 30 years ago. And now more days are behind me than are ahead of me. And your life feels very different after that, after you realize that.
Voilà.
You want to go ahead? Or they're translating it?
Yeah, I think you got it.
Well, I'm paraphrasing it. But it's okay, that's okay, because you realize that that feeling of loss is part of what makes beauty, what makes art. So the only thing I can say is you're giving me this prize, which makes me feel a little bit old, but that's okay, because I hope that I can get to the place where I find meaning and beauty, not just in the cinema, but in every shot, in every gesture, in every piece of music. So it's very moving to me to be here, and thank you so much. You're great. Why are you giving me a prize? I give you a prize. And what can I say? Don't worry, I'm finished. But thank you so much. It's great to be here.